President Donald Trump has not yet conceded to President-elect Joe Biden, but that's not stopping Biden from moving forward with assembling his White House inner circle. With me now from Washington, D.C. is Bloomberg government reporter Emily Wilkins. Emily, it's always great to have you on the show. I want to start with Ron Klain, chosen or selected last night, I should say, as the president-elect's chief of staff. How is President-elect Biden's core team starting to form? Give us an idea of what it's going to look like.
Sure. So obviously getting Ron Klain in there as chief of staff is huge news for sort of how this will proceed. Chief of staff is a very powerful key player within the White House. Klain and Biden have a relationship before. He advised them when Biden was vice president. He was also chief of staff to Vice President Al Gore. And so he's had a lot of experience in this role. We're also seeing the team assembling a list of more than 500 experts who could wind up playing a role in the transition, although we haven't seen some of the big cabinet spots named and nominated at this time.
I want to get to the transition team in a second, but sort of get with some news that we are sort of just getting right now. We learned earlier today that Mike DeWine, the governor of Ohio, is saying, hey, it is President-elect Joe Biden, not really showing the support for President Trump that so many other key Republicans have. Now, DeWine isn't the first Republican or prominent Republican to actually put his support behind President-elect Biden. But why is this significant?
I think at this point, we're kind of keeping an eye out for any top-level Republican who is willing to speak out and say that call Biden the next president-elect, call on President Trump to concede an end. I mean, I think it's particularly important because of the importance of Ohio. Ohio is a swing state. Biden was there on election day. Trump himself won the state and has called it very key. And so to have the governor of this state that clearly went for Trump come out and say, hey, look, you know, we need to accept the fact that it's President-elect Joe Biden, I think sends a really strong signal as maybe how those within the Republican Party are seeing the need to speak out and at this point.
Yeah, I wonder, looking back on this, what will be the inflection point? At what moment will we start to see more key Republicans actually say President-elect Joe Biden and tell President Trump, hey, it's time now to accept the results of the election?
The biggest stories the moment they happen from around the globe. Subscribe to Bloomberg Quick Take now for insight in an instant.